I am not picking Vitality to win the major. And yes, that sounds insane. They have the era, they have the deepest map pool in CS2, and my baseline model still gives them a lot of respect. But in the quarterfinals, they get the one matchup I really did not want for them: Falcons. Falcons have beaten Vitality in their last 3 best-of-3 meetings, and 2 of those wins came in playoffs. So even though the raw model still leans Vitality, my final pick'em board starts with the upset. I'm taking Falcons over Vitality. How's it going? Welcome back to DataStrike. I am a professional CS2 bettor, and I build CS2 win probability estimates using data, machine learning, and deep Counter-Strike knowledge. This is the playoff pick'em video, so we are keeping it short. Quarterfinals, semifinals, grand final, and the champion pick. Let's start with 9Z versus Furia. 9Z had a crazy stage 3 run, but I think this is where the pressure gets much harder. Furia had a fairly clean path to 3-0 with wins over Bait, Mouse, and BetBoom, and even though their route was not the hardest, the result still deserves respect. For me, this matchup is about experience and pressure. 9Z have been a great story, but this is now the major playoff stage. My model gives Furia 76.3% to win, and I'm taking Furia to advance. Next, Aurora versus BetBoom. BetBoom have survived a lot through individual firepower. In multiple games, it felt like they always had one player going nuclear, whether it was MagnaJez, Boomble4, or someone else taking over the server. Aurora have serious rifle power with players like Zentaries and Wikadia, and the model gives Aurora 61.1%, so on raw numbers, they are clearly the favorite. But this is one of the spots where I am not blindly taking the model favorite. Aurora have a history of becoming weaker once they reach playoff pressure, and Zentaries especially has had that reputation for years. So this is my first model override. I'm taking BetBoom to upset Aurora. Now, G2 versus Spirit. I'm a little sad that Navi missed playoffs, but G2 deserved that win. They were clearly the better team in the elimination match, and honestly, this makes the Spirit quarterfinal more interesting. Navi have historically had problems beating Spirit, so G2 might bring a different kind of challenge here. But let's be real, Spirit have looked terrifying. They are the strongest team in the tournament right now, and my model gives Spirit 78.9% against G2. G2 can make this interesting, but I'm not overthinking it. Spirit advance. Now to the most important quarterfinal. Falcons versus Vitality. The model gives Vitality 71.2% to win this match. So yes, the baseline number still respects Vitality heavily. And that makes sense. Vitality have the strongest and deepest map pool in CS2. In a best-of-5 final, that map pool would be a massive problem for Falcons, but this is not a best-of-5. This is a best-of-3 quarterfinal. And in a BO3, Falcons have a much better upset window. They have beaten Vitality in their last 3 best-of-3 head-to-head matches. 2 of those wins were in playoffs. Yes, those were with Kixon as the IGL, and now this version has Kerrigan, so it is not a perfect comparison. But the matchup pattern still matters. On top of that, Vitality's current form looks weaker than it has at any point during this era. So this is my biggest model override of the video. I'm taking Falcons to beat Vitality. That gives us the semifinals. First semifinal, Furia versus BetBoom. We already saw this matchup earlier in Stage 3, and it did not go well for BetBoom. Furia come into this as the stronger side, and my model gives them 73.0% to win. I think BetBoom's run ends here. Furia make the grand final, second semifinal, Spirit versus Falcons. This is basically the real final of the tournament for me. Whether it was Falcons or Vitality coming through that side of the bracket, this was always going to be the most important matchup. Against Falcons, my model gives Spirit 71.2% to win. Falcons have the firepower to make it dangerous, but Spirit are simply playing at a different level right now. Spirit advanced to the grand final, so the final is Spirit versus Furia. And I'll keep this simple. I do not think Furia have enough to beat Spirit in a best of 5. Furia can take a map, I'll give them that. In a final, with pressure and map variance, one upset map is realistic. But over a full BO5, Spirit are too strong. My model gives Spirit 78.5% to win the final, and I'm taking Spirit to win the major 3-1. Playoffs can get chaotic, and I am making 2 clear upset calls here with Bet Boom over Aurora and Falcons over Vitality. But this is the board I trust the most after combining model probabilities, matchup context, current form, and playoff pressure. I post one free CS2 value pick every day in the DataStrike Discord based on data, machine learning, and probability analysis. If you want more CS2 analytics, value spots, bankroll management content, and educational betting breakdowns, join the DataStrike Discord through the link in the description. Enjoy the matches, good luck with the pick'ems, and I'll see you in the next video.